how I play Werewolves of London. Drop D tuning, take the E string 6 open E down to a D. I do it by comparing the E to the D string, string 4, while the two notes are ringing on, sustaining. I tune the E string down. It's just under half a turn on most acoustic guitars, I think, until you think you're there. If you're slightly off, you'll hear a beat difference, and it's very useful. I'll detune the E a little bit, so it's below concert D. Now you'll hear a wobbling sound. Tune up until the wobbling sound or beat difference slows down to nothing. You can also just use a tuner. One extra check, you could play the low, now a D string, string 6, fret 12, touch over the fret, touch lightly, play hard near to the bridge with the right hand to give a D, and now you can compare that to the open D string to listen out for a beat difference again. There is one, but not much. Or just use a tuner. But I've been doing that for many years. The melody, I play string 1 fret 7, string 1 fret 5, and I use a little finger for both notes. Then I put a bar A down. First finger is going to cover at least 5 strings. I generally play 5 on this. String 1 fret 5 again. String 1 fret 3, so I have to lift the little finger off, and then I'm going to play, well, I'll tell you in a minute. Back to the beginning. String 1 fret 7, short, if you can remember to do it. I usually remember. You play string 1 with the middle, I play with the middle finger, and I put my finger straight back on to get a shorter staccato sound. I accompany it with string 6 open, so with my right hand thumb, and I play both of them short. So after you've played, put the thumb and middle finger straight back on. That was a bit too forceful there. Did you hear the fret slap? Then I use my little finger, because there's time for me to do this. Now theoretically you could use other fingering, but I'm just telling you this is how I would do it. You may choose to change different fingering. String 1 fret 5. So string 6 and 1 together, then string 1 fret 5 on its own, then the thumb, which is going to be playing the bass line throughout, and only the bass line, the thumb takes the whole bass line, plays string 4 open D, and back to string 6 open D. Put that together and you get as often as I can. I put the thumb back on the string afterwards, but sometimes I don't. Up to you. But one thing which is really important, I think, is to play the first melody note staccato and the second melody note sustained long. So let the string ring on. So we have this short long. It's a big feature of the melody, I think. Short, long, and then short, long. Back to the beginning. 6 and 1 together. String 1 fret 5, same finger, sustain, thumb plays open D. String 6. Then bar A goes down. First finger is going to cover 5 strings, and I'm going to play string 5 fret 3. Notice the thumb is playing string 5 with string 1 again. Leave the little finger on where it was on string 1 fret 5 and play the 2 notes together. And the same idea as before, same technique. Play them and put the thumb and finger back on. The sound will be extremely choppy. It's pretty clean because we're covering so many strings, there are no sympathetic vibrations. If I were to play it like this, without a barre, you can hear the ringing on. Whereas, anyway, at this point, after I've played 5 and 1, lifting the little finger off to play string 1 fret 3, and letting that sustain, I move my little finger across to string 3 fret 5. There's plenty of time. There are better fingerings, but this one works for me. It just helps to keep my mind focused on the two things only, the melody and the bass. So the melody's being played by my right hand fingers and the bass line is being played by the thumb. And I don't even bother switching fingers when I play the melody. I play middle, middle. So middle finger, middle finger, middle finger, middle finger. After you've played string 5 and 1 together, taking the little finger off, remembering to play like that. Sorry about that, terrible note there. Thumb and middle finger go straight back on. String 1 fret 3, played long, to get that contrast between short and long. Then my little finger moves across onto, talking about the left hand here, my little finger moves on to string 3 fret 5, while the note G there is sustaining. I move my little finger across. The right hand thumb comes across to string 3 and plays. After I've played the note, I lift the little finger, I release the pressure. To get that short sound. And then the thumb moves back to string 5 fret 3, which is covered by the barre. More about that barre in a moment. I'll talk about it now. 5 and 1 together, fingers back on the strings. String 1 fret 3, middle finger. As soon as I hit string 5 fret 3, I release the barre. So that note there will stop as I play the bass note. So the G there, you hear it go. Because I want to focus attention and my attention on the bass line, which is string 3 fret 5, string 5 fret 3, and the thumb is, I'm using my thumb to do both, because I say I like to split my attention between the fingers doing the melody and the thumb doing the bass line. You could use other fingering, and for example, that index finger could play, you could play that note there, that C, and if you think about it, it still sounds the same, but for me it's a lot easier to just keep on thinking the thumb plays the bass. So thumb jumps across, jumps back to string 5, and as I say, I've released the pressure on the little finger and the barre. Then I press down again, but this time just with the fingertip, to produce this C here, string 5 fret 3. So the has gone by the time I get to here, there. Next, string 2 fret 3, going to play with the middle finger. Third finger goes across to string 6 fret 5. And we've got a little change of articulation here. The thumb is still going to be playing short. the fingers are going to play short, 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 long. If you don't, doesn't matter, play however you feel. I'm sure I played it slightly different on the video short. I probably played sounds good both ways. Another thing you can do is make the bass note, that G there, a little bit longer. So what I did was I played string 6 and string 2 together. Let that note sustain. Now I'm thinking about, you remember talking about splitting my attention. I'm thinking about the fingers playing short, 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 long, because I mentioned it. Short, 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 long. Works both ways. You play string 2, fret 3 twice. I'm now alternating my fingers. I'm going to play middle index, da 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 da. Middle index, and we play fret 3 twice, fret 5 once, and back to fret 3. So 6 and 2, I keep saying 5, don't I? 6 and 2. Probably I'll end up playing this consistently. I will play 3, listen to the thumb. When I hit fret 5, I will probably rest the thumb on the 6th string to make it stop. When it stops, my attention is focused on the melody. Then it focuses back on the bass line. There's plenty of time for me to change from here to the start, so I'm going to use a little finger. So having played, I'm going to play string 6, fret 5 twice, both of them staccato, so you play and put the thumb back on. Over to string 4, fret 5, and I use my little finger. And I try to make each of the notes staccato, including this one. And I use the same technique as before when I was using the barre. When I hit the 6th string, I release the pressure on the left hand there to get an automatic staccato. But I tend to do belts and braces when I'm playing, so I'm likely to put the thumb back on anyway, although technically I don't have to really, but I like to do both. You see the thumb poking over there? It's because the neck's narrow. I can play comfortably with the thumb there. There's very little change in hand shape if I move the thumb underneath, but underneath is generally better. Produces the most regular hand shape. But then, as I say, the neck's narrow, so it's not making a great deal of difference here, as long as the hand's relaxed. Plenty of time to get the little finger back from string, because it's relaxed, from string, for the 4th string, to string 1 fret 7. Let's see if I can join it up. There we are, so you just see it jump from here to here. One little thing that I'll probably mention over and over, and that is, because the hand is relaxed, when we get dun 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 at this point, dum 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 dum, by the time I've played that last note, the left hand is relaxed. The fingers are touching the strings, but they're not pressing. So I can use my arm, the arm does the shift to get to string 1 fret 7. So it's a 2 fret shift of the arm to get you to where you need to be. Would be a lot more difficult if you were to leave your arm where it was and swing the wrist. Could it be done? Yeah, I don't like it. You could do it though. One last thing to say is that if you do follow this fingering, you find it works really well. Great, but if you change something because it's smoother for you, for example at the end, you could play this. You could do a swap over of the third finger for the second, so now the little finger's free. And it's already much closer to string 1 fret 7. You might prefer that, and if you do, then stick with it. Changing fingering after you've settled down on something and repeated is really bad for muscle memory, because it's like training the fingers to remember the wrong thing. So retraining memory, it takes a lot longer to relearn something than it does to get it right in the first place. So settle with one fingering. When you're happy with it, play it through slowly, and then when you're comfortable, start speeding up. Because it is pretty quick. I think it's about that speed. So there you go. If you like this, please follow all my other videos and share and subscribe and all of those things. If you want to go onto Bandcamp, you will find that all my albums are there. There's 7, and you can listen to them and learn them. Find one you like, learn it, message me, and if you need any help, I will give it, of course. And if you don't need it, well, just upload the video, upload your version of one of my songs. That will be grand. See ya.